doing a quick stream to kind of catch up. So, long story short, ended up solving a lot of this today off stream. Basically, I had a lot of issues with this token and how it kind of corresponds to everything else. So I needed to get a little bit of time privately to kind of figure out, for lack of a better phrase, what I'm doing. But now that I have, things are certainly a lot better. So, the key thing I was missing in this room was that they gave me a spear for a reason. And that reason is to bring that guy up there. And allow me to solve the room. Admittedly, that was the room that was giving me the most trouble. If you took a look at my previous stream, it wasn't pretty. So, that said, I'm going to finish off the level and just kind of talk about my process of what I've learned as well a little bit too. So, I don't have any chat going on, I'm just kind of privately doing it at lunch. But basically, this room is kind of self-explanatory. I didn't have a huge issue with it. My thing is you just want to give yourself some time and confirm when your clone starts moving forward. I will say that, and you also need to make sure you take care of the babies too. Something I neglected. Ironically, this is probably taking me longer than it did the first time I solved it. There we go. I'll say after seeing what level is next, I was definitely glad that I spent a little bit more time trying to figure out. And shout out to Nuntar as well, who I kind of asked him a couple questions and just wanted to confirm my thought process on a lot of things, and most of which were generally right, but either way, still good to confirm, so thanks to him. And he's been watching my stream a lot too, so. Which must be, it's either good entertainment or painful, I'm not quite sure. Again, kind of common sense. This room I thought would be a little more difficult than it was. I'm glad it isn't. So I remember seeing it on the trailer and thinking that it didn't make a lot of sense, but I think it also changed a little bit too, if memory serves. You also note I'm not doing much optimization of it either. I'm not feeling that comfortable with this token yet to try and shave off a move or two. So I wait for that. Give myself a little bit of time to go through. Give myself a little bit of time again. Go through. So one of the important things I learned from Nuntar is that bumping into a wall, despite the fact that it does still try and give you the animation like it wants to move past the wall, it really doesn't. It instead just kind of wants to take you wherever it wants. It counts a bump as a bump, I guess is what I'm trying to say, so. And again, this room, I'll say the thing that it tricked me on the first time, this is just a very, very fancy, it's apparently a rusted yellow door number 1, which would be a character, so it's actually something that I can't get past. So, which means that not only do I have to go down this way, I also have to go back up. And again, kind of the same deal. Wait a little bit. I was waiting 5 turns. I wait a 5 turn here because he has to avoid that door because it's hidden by that grass. And when I say the next thing, I understand why it's hidden by grass now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. So the weird thing I really noticed as I went through all these rooms, and again I say once I solved it, it makes a lot of sense. I can say a lot of the stuff in retrospect and sound smart. Looking at things like how there's a broken orb affecting this side, or on the right-hand side puzzle, which at first I thought somehow a mimic would appear at the bottom and that treasure plate would toggle open that door, but that was not the case. Yeah, you learn why as soon as this is done. Because we get here, we escape out. And then we get to this huge fancy token in the middle.
Jeebus, what just happened? Must have fallen through a trapdoor or something. This floor looks a lot like the floor above. A lot cleaner though. Maybe it's newer.
So I end up in a brand new spot, and the first thing you find is rooms that look vaguely familiar. So, the only room I looked in, this is the last of, I'm just kind of getting out all the stuff that I quote-unquote cheated with. But this was another case where the first time I looked at the room, it seemed impossible because as you toggle the orb here, it opens that door, that one opens that one, this one opens this one, which you do need for getting to that last one. And I was using the same path, thinking, okay, well, there's no way that's gonna work. Unless you could, again, move through walls, and that's where I kind of learned about bumping is hitting a brick wall is hitting a brick wall. There's nothing you can do about it, so here, what I need to do, and again, this is something I saw as I took a look, is that if I was to cut through across right now and go down, I would actually be killing myself because that bridge is not supported to anything. So I'm going to patiently wait for my other self to catch up, and then I'll cut across. Now if I hit tab, probably help if I actually hit the trapdoor. I gave myself a lot of wait time. There we go. Or maybe this was the room that... Yeah, so this is the room in the trailer. I'm going to take a quick break because I'm just on lunch. I wanted to kind of catch myself up before I started playing again this evening. As I can do Twitch shout out now, thanks again to everyone who's watching. It's kind of greatly appreciated.